Hello everybody, Tammy Mauld here. Today's segment is geared towards range of motion, getting movement back in our arms, shoulders, and chest region after having reconstructive surgeries, shoulder surgeries. For me, it was a double mastectomy. So just trying to get that range of motion back. So today's class is going to be sitting in a chair. So you may want a chair, or if you don't have a chair, you can sit on the floor. But before we get started, just take a nice deep breath. I would like to talk to you about where we are right now. Leaving 2020, we just finished Christmas and we're approaching 2021, January. And this can be a time when many of us will be very motivated to lose weight, move, get in fitness classes, things like that. Then there's the others, like me, that we have eaten everything not nailed down in December, and now we just want to lay around and we keep dreaming. We keep the ideas up here. We're moving here, but we're not moving physically. And how can we make ourselves motivated to move physically? Well, I've written something down here and it just says move. Do something when you're seriously not motivated. Do something and notice the feeling of action. And this will motivate more movement, more action leading to inspiration. I'm not saying we don't have the inspiration already, because I know me, as I'm laying in bed in the mornings, not having anything to do. We can't have classes now. We're kind of on a semi-lockdown again here. And it's easy for me to get that piece of cake and turn on the telly and just sit there and watch television while I'm eating cake in bed. Then I think, wow, I start feeling guilty. So I get some inspirational things going in my mind, but it's hard to put them in action. So sometimes with people, it takes a life-changing event, such as for me, getting diagnosed with cancer. For many of you, being diagnosed with a debilitating disease that you're going to have to live with, that where our bodies don't always feel well. They feel inflamed and weak. And these major illnesses can bring us down, and we don't have the inspiration that we need. For others, it could be a death of a loved one, and then you start valuing how short life is, and so you become inspired. So whatever it is for you, if you're feeling like you can't move, just move, do something. And I hope that you can be motivated for 2021 to do great things and be what you want to be. So let's get started. I'm going to come back to the chair. I'll be a little farther away. But, another thing. Yoga pants. If you've never tried yoga pants, they're awesome. For all the eating and lazing around, you just pull these pants on and they just suck everything in, and it makes everything all right until you take them off. So anyway, let's get back to our practice. So let's start by being seated on the edge of our chair. And if any of you have recently had surgeries and you are going to try this, you may not be able to move past here. I know for me, when I first started practicing after my surgery, there were times, this was the side that I had cancer and had the lymph nodes removed. So it was even worse. But at first, they both were like here. I'm trying to brush my teeth like this and, get my clothes and move just like, like I really didn't have the use of my arms. So I started with these mobility exercises, and this arm slowly came back even faster. And before you know it, I had this one all the way up and this one to here, which was fantastic for my practice, but better for life. I could actually use it in building strength. So enough rambling. Let's get started. Let's place both of our feet on the mat, our knees together, our feet together, and we're seated on the edge of our chair. Maybe place our hands on our thighs. And let's just start by taking some nice big inhales through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Calming down. Maybe one more inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And next, we're going to do our inhaling and exhaling through the nose. And I'd like for you to hold the inhale. So let's inhale maybe to a count of 4, feeling our stomach as it inflates and our chest as it inflates, as the movement of the air comes through our nose, back down our throat, and into our lungs. So let's inhale. And then hold it maybe for 4. And then we'll exhale to a count of 6. Feeling the chest and the stomach go down. Let's just try a few rounds of this. As you continue this method of breathing, there are some of you who maybe have had your mastectomies or breast implants removed. You may be having tissue expanders in, and when you get those filled, sometimes that can really hurt as that expander, as the saline expands and your body, your ribs and everything have to move out of the way for that. And just this breathing technique can be something to kind of help you with that, to kind of help let the body just surrender and move where it needs to move. Maybe helping the nerves so that the pain won't be as immense. So. Okay. Now let's bring our hands together to heart center and join our palms. And let's set our intention. Let's set your intention for 2021 of what's inspiring you. What movement do you need? Even if it's the smallest movement. How will you make 2021 your year? This can be a word, a prayer, a mantra, scripture, something you're adding into your life, or something you're sending out to the universe. So at this time, let's set our intention as we continue breathing. After you've set your intention, let's do an audible exhale through the mouth. Send that intention out into the universe. And if your eyes are closed, flutter them open. Let's drop our hands and we'll begin our practice. Let's start with, on the inhale, just lifting our chin high, looking up to the heavens. And on the exhale, bringing that chin to the chest. Just waking up our neck. Slowly breathing. And let's do one more. Inhale, look up. And exhale, look down. And coming back to the center. Let's do some circles with our neck now. Maybe going clockwise first. For maybe maybe 2 or 3 rounds. And then let's try counterclockwise. Since we're on YouTube, I'm not allowed to have music playing. Let's come back to center. But a good playlist for a practice like this would be, which on YouTube they have lots of playlists, like a folk, a classic, maybe 70s folk country playlist or something like that. Something kind of soft or some soft rock. So, okay, I think we've got our neck awake now. Let's bring our hands out in front of us and bring our thumbs in and bring those fingers around to make fists. And let's just do some gentle circles. And if you can't extend your arms out, you can leave it right here. And circles the other way. Okay, now we're going to try to open the palms and see if you're able to bring your fingers to touch your shoulders. We're going to start by inhaling, bringing the elbows in, dropping the chin, and then exhaling, opening, and just bringing those elbows around in a circle, looking up. And this may be very difficult. You may just be able to do one arm, and that's great. Just do what you can, making circles. One more. Let's do one more. And bring those elbows back. Now let's see if we can reverse it. On the inhale, bring those elbows up. And then exhale around. Inhale up. And exhale around. Now up. And exhale. Let's do one more of these. And coming back. And you can drop your arms and shake them out a little bit. Okay, for our next posture, we're going to inhale our arms up as far as you can and then bring them into cactus arms. See if you're able to do that. And if you can only do one, or you can only bring them down there, fantastic. It's your practice, and you'll build by repeating this segment. So, on the inhale, we're going to bring them up, and your goal is to try to touch your fingers, and then exhale, bring them down as close to the body as you can. Inhale, look up, and on the exhale, bring them down, and maybe dropping the chin to the chest. And let's just repeat that 3 more times. Up and down. And up, and down, and up, and down. And now, let's bring them back out. And if you can, let's try to just keeping our elbows up even. See if we can bring them in and touch our hands. And then bring it back to your cactus arms or goalpost arms, and forward, and back, and close your hands, inhale, and exhale, open, and you may be able to even open that chest wider, and close, and open, and close, maybe bringing your chin to your chest, and then open, maybe looking all the way up, and close, and open, and close, and open, and drop your arms down, shake them out, let them hang, coming back to your breath. And if any time this is too difficult, just remain here, breathing. The whole object of yoga, so many people see it as exercise. Yoga is connecting the breath the movement and our mind to reach ultimate form of meditation, to heal our bodies, to make our bodies, our temples, what they should be. So just remember that if you can't do a movement, just come back to your breath and your meditation, your intention. So next we're going to inhale our arms up as high as you can get them. And you may be able to touch them. You may be able to bring your arms parallel to your ears all the way up. You may be out here. You may be here. Your version. And on the inhale, we're going to inhale looking down. And exhale, bend looking up. Inhale looking down. And exhale, bend looking up. Inhale looking down. And exhale, bend looking up. Now let's straighten them, and we're going to do opposite. This time we're going to bend at the elbow looking up on the inhale. And then on the exhale, we're going to straighten our arms and look down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And if you're down here, do the same thing. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale, and bring your arms down, letting them rest. Okay. Next, we're going to place our right palm on our heart, and we're going to bring our left hand with the back side of the hand on our back, just like this, if you can. And if you can't, you just if you can do one arm, fantastic, just do what you can. And just see how that feels. And then the right hand is on the heart, and then we're going to twist to the left. And then we're going to come back to center, and we're going to twist to the right. And come back to center, twist to the left, back to center, and twist to the right, and back to center. Let's do it one more time. Twist to the left, and back to center, and twist to the right, and back to center, and bring the arms down, shaking them out. Now let's place our left palm on the right chest, and bring the right back of the hand behind us, and place it as high as you can on your back. And then continue. And then we will start by twisting to the right and back to center, twisting to the left and back to center, twisting to the right and back to center, and twisting to the left, back to center. One more. To the right, back to center, and to the left, back to center. And let's release our arms. See how that feels. These are just a few movements. Another thing that I would like to show you, if you're able to get down on the floor, we can use our chair, and you'll just come down on your knees. And of course, if your knees need extra padding, place a towel or a pillow or something there. And then we'll just bring our hands to the top of the chair, all the way to the back of the chair. And then we're just going to drop our heads down to the edge of the chair and breathe. And then maybe sink deeper, deeper, deeper down. Feeling that stretch in your shoulders and your upper arms and your chest. Getting that movement back, getting that feeling. Also, I would like to add that I was totally numb when I post-surgery, and now I actually am regaining some of my feelings. So I believe that my nerves are slowly repairing themselves. And just sitting here in this position, breathing, breathing. Feeling that stretch. And now we'll slowly come back up and walk your hands back out, and then slowly make your way back up. Fantastic. Now we're going to use the chair in another capacity, and we want to use the back of the arm. And we're just going to get grounded, our feet hips distance apart. Hopefully you can see my feet. I'm hoping. Okay, hips distance apart. And maybe a little micro bend in the knee. And we're going to just be able to have your arm straight out from the chair. And then we're going to I happen to have my left arm on the chair, so I'm going to raise that right arm and try to get it up parallel with my ear. And then I'm going to bend this left elbow and lean into the chair, letting the chair hold me, trying to keep my arm parallel with my ear and my chest open as I look up to the ceiling. Holding this position. And you may not be able to have your arm parallel. You may just be able to keep it bent. Or just any version, trying to slowly work it to this level. And let's slowly come back up. And drop it down. And let's try that on the other side. So we'll bring our right hand to the back of the chair and get it out to an arm's distance. Get your feet planted firmly on the mat, on the ground. Maybe a micro bend in the knee. Now let's see if we can inhale that left arm up parallel to the ear. And then we're going to bend the elbow on the right and lean into that chair. Keeping that arm parallel with the ear, opening your chest and looking up to the ceiling. Breathing into it, feeling that stretch. And we'll come back up, releasing it down, and shake it out. Now we're going to do another posture if you can. And once again, just do what you can do. Tadasana. And in Tadasana, we want to inhale those arms up, and we want to interlace our fingers. And remember, if you can't get it up, you can do right here. And you can even use the chair if you need to when we get into the full asana posture. So let's inhale our arms up, trying to interlace those fingers, and then flip the hands out. Trying to keep those arms parallel to the ear. Once again, it's your practice. Do what you can. Once you have gotten your arms where they're going to be, whether it be here, 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 your version. Next, we're going to raise our heels up onto our toes. Let me kick my little house slippers off. Raise those heels. And you have your chair right here for stability if you feel like you're falling out. And if you can raise those arms, stretching very, very high to the sky. And down, and release our arms down, and shake it out. Shake it out. Fantastic. I hope that these asanas, postures, have been helpful for you today. And I hope that you get motivated for the new year. If you like my videos, please feel free to subscribe for free on YouTube, Tammy Malt, and you can give it a thumbs up if you like it. Thank you. Happy New Year.